everything I do always falls back on my martial arts training. Like everything I do, the discipline and just the work ethic, and all of my training after I met you always fell back to what you taught me. Just never quit, always work hard. You know, if you want to be better than everybody else, you have to do more than everybody else.
So after a while, we figured we did everything we could as an amateur. You know, I had a lot of people griping, oh, you got him too many. Well, you know, if you know the game of fighting, especially amateur boxers, good amateur boxers have 200 or 300 amateur fights before they even think about turning professional. For some reason, people around here think 20, 15, 20, 30 amateur fights and they're ready to be a pro. Oh yeah, we need pros like you so we can beat the hell out of it and make a paycheck, right? Okay, so if you want to be stupid, that's what you do. But I planned on doing it right, and so we got a lot of amateur experience. We pretty much did everything we could before we decided to go make the big step up. Well, we made the big step up, and I think 4 times maybe here with me.
Yeah.
I think we fought 4 pro fights under me. We won all of them. Last guy kicked tore his ear off. That was the best one. You know? Sewed the guy's ear back on in the locker room. That was awesome. But anyway, Louisiana is kind of known. Well, let me put it this way: it's not known to make money or fame here. You got a lot of crooked promoters here, a lot of crooked managers here, basically a bunch of pieces of shit here. And I dealt with that for 20 years. And I wasn't going to let him deal with that. So we started to think, let's get the hell out of here and get him. I wanted him to get somewhere where he was going to get the recognition he deserved. And if he decided to do like I did and make a living at it, he would get the paychecks that he deserved. And not get crapped on by these hillbillies around here, okay? But anyway, we contacted a few people. I think Boss Root, he was too busy. And you know, this when MMA was just growing. Everybody was like rats, man. You know, it was like a rat race. Everybody was scrambling to get here and get there and do things. Boss was real busy. We called Pat Miletich. Pat was a little busy. Well, I think Jimmy did it on his own. He got in touch with Tito Ortiz, didn't he? Yeah. That's who he got with? And Tito called us back, said if I could send him a couple of Jimmy's latest fights. A little idea what he could do. So we did that. What did you send the last couple fights, huh?
Fights.
And Tito immediately, within 24 hours, contacted us back, said he had a plane ticket waiting for Jimmy to come to Huntington Beach, California, and start training with some guys up there. And that's when Tito and Tito Ortiz, Rampage, Chuck Liddell, I think they was all training the same camp at the time. That's before anybody became popular and started making money. Everybody was friends. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was friends in them days. And so I sent him up there, and they took him in. And I think he started doing Muay Thai at first. Did you do MMA first?
I did
or Muay
MMA
Thai?
first.
Okay. And he was getting trained with some really just world-class coaches up there. And you know, like I said, he made his debut as a pro up there, and just made history ever since. He trained with some really great guys. Colin Niyama, one of the best trainers in the whole world. Took Jimmy in, just really changed him up. You know, taught him a lot of things. And in the old days, I used to control him a little bit. I do the best I can these days. You know what I'm saying? You know. But revenge is a bitch. It's what it always is. Revenge can be sometimes be a bummer. But I love every second of it, though. But anyway, we wound up he started fighting up in California, the West Coast, and up there, that's where the best fighters, in my opinion, always in the history of martial arts, that's where your best fighters go. Okay? Well, we wound up winning a few times. I think Jimmy was the first WEC 155-pound champion before Dana White bought the WEC and incorporated it into the UFC. The WEC was the premier association to groom the best lightweight MMA fighters in the world at the time. Am I correct? Okay. And that's where all you great guys, BJ Penn, Jens Pope, all the bad little guys you saw that started, that's where they started, I believe, huh, Jimmy?
Yeah,
a lot of them guys,
some of them were in the UFC before.
Already, right? Yeah. Right. And he got an opportunity to do that, and he won the WEC title. He won the Hitman title, I believe, wasn't it? Hitman title, and that's a thing. I guess explain that to him a little bit, Jim.
Well, that was the Hitman Fighting Championship. It started out, we had a ton of guys fighting in it first time, and Aaron Brink, Fabiano Ita, guys like that doing their first 2 shows. Rob McCullough fought.
I remember Rob.
Yeah, fought in that one. A lot of really good, tough guys.
Yeah. The best guys, the best lightweights around at the time, you know. And you got to understand, this was 10 years ago.
Yeah.
10 even longer than that.
Yeah.
12 years ago, and MMA was still in the infant stages. People were criticizing it. All the politicians throughout the country and the Moms Club were trying to shut us down, said we were crazy, violent gladiators and bloodthirsty and all of that. Well, man's going to do what men want to do. If you don't like it, change the channel, go watch a dance or something. Leave us alone. We know
all
what
of
we
my
do.
fights 10 years ago were on Indian reservations.
Yeah,
it wasn't legal in California.
Yeah, that is the truth. MMA was not legal in California at the time. They were doing it then. They were doing it in Nevada and everything, right?
Well, we did Indian reservations would let us do
cool.
it because they had their
different nation-like thing or whatever, different thing, right? And now, of course, I think about 5 or 6 years ago, California finally legalized mixed martial arts. And everything, and like I said, everybody was trying to shut it down the first few years, okay? But like it's the American way, there's too much money. As long as money's getting generated in this country, it's allowed, okay? Anyway, he did some Muay Thai also. He won, I think, the United World.
Yeah, the United World Muay Thai Association and United Khmer Kickboxing Association.
And from what I understand, from what I not understand, what I know, the United Khmer is probably the oldest, most respected Muay Thai belt on the planet, isn't it?
It's the old belt.
Okay, it's been recognized. It's one of the only ones that the Thais recognize. The belts that they give away here in the United States are only recognized by people here. The Thais really don't recognize a lot of our stuff here. Okay. And when you can go over there and win one of their titles, well, like I said, you got some bragging rights, in my opinion, because very few people have done that. Very few have accomplished that. And like I said, I started Jimmy out many years ago, and he took it from there, and I'm very, very proud of him. He definitely did what I would hoped and prayed he would do. He went up there and became a fighter. Then next thing I know, he called me and tell me he wanted to be a cop. So what the hell you want to do that for, okay? Did somebody choke you out or something, hit you in the head up there? But that's what Jimmy does. Jimmy's a police officer. What department you with now? Torrance, California. I think he started out with L.A. Sheriffs or whatever, LA County Sheriff, and got a little bit better off over at Torrance. And Jimmy instructs, what I understand, instructs all the self-defense class to the officers and everything.
Yeah.
I do,
Teach classes at Torrance, I teach at the LA County Sheriff's Department and the Orange County Sheriff's Department.
That's friggin' awesome, man. That's awesome. And he's doing everything I hoped he would do. And gosh, I don't know. I miss him every day. Because in the old days, we used to 7 days a week, 365 days a year, beat the living crap out of each other, huh? We don't get to do that much no more. I got old and we're so far apart. But every now and then I'll go to California and Jimmy trains me now. I used to train him in the old days. Well, I'm hard-headed as hell. I'm not going to stop fighting till y'all put me 6 feet under the ground in a wood box. So when I do sign fights, I travel to California to train with Jimmy. And he trains me now. Okay, he puts me through the drills, and If I feel I'm having an opponent that I'm going to have a little, I'm going to have to train for, I can have Jimmy do it for me, and I've never lost under his training. I come back to Louisiana and I feel like Superman. I'm 51 years old. And, like I said, he trains me now, okay?